Yeah. Okay. So it's recording. So I've created two files, a staff file and a student file. I'll create classes for each, and then yeah, and then probably we'll do something about sharing of data between the two. So okay, I've created a class student. I'm initializing it, and then I need to take a couple of things on initialization of a student instance or a student object. So the first one, I've just asked for ID number. The second, maybe name name. Then equate it to instance variables. So this is id number equals to id number. Then again, name equals to name. Okay. So whatever we have done here, this is not a getter or a setter. This is just initialization. It doesn't mean that after you've written this, you have set anything or you can get anything. This is just initialization, and that's it. So if at all you want to receive the values and either read or write the values, you'd come and write attribute accessor, then do id number and name. Okay, so then assuming again we'd want to do a couple of things. Yeah, we'd want to what can we do with this data? I don't know whether we should do, okay, lack of a better example, let's do what can we do? Any suggestions on how to manipulate this data? I don't have anything in mind. Zenye staff na students wanaweza share.
Unaweza take example yenye tulikuwa nayo kwa code challenge.
The same example ya magazines and articles.
Like hizo vitu ama ulikuwa unamaanisha aje?
No, okay. Okay, login. Okay, we can do login here, but login, I'm not sure I have it off head. Franklin.
Kwanza share knowledge.
Okay, knowledge. Yeah. Okay, sawa. So when a student comes to school, we initialize that he has 0 knowledge. Knowledge. So we give the student an empty array of knowledge on initialization. Let's define a method whereby when the student learns, something is added, some knowledge is added into the knowledge array. Yeah, the student. Sorry, this is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be somewhere out there. And then on initialization, we can do at knowledge, then shovel in the acquired knowledge. So we can do also knowledge. Actually, what can we do?
You can put no.
No, how no?
NKNOW.
Hivi.
Yeah.
Then I initialize it here.
And then you create a function that will take in no, and it will append it in the class variable knowledge.
Okay, then kama nivo, I'll not do this here. I'll create a new method for that. You agree? Define learn then pass this down upper, pass this upper, then we tell it to maybe take a string, string, then that string, okay, oh no, so when a student learns something, whatever will pass inside, it will add into this array of knowledge. Lina, that's what you had suggested, yeah?
But for some weird reason, I feel like it's not right. I don't know, because I feel like kama ni constant, kama ni class variable, like isi itakuwa inside the initialize method. Like what am I saying?
Because it's a class variable, it should be in the class scope. It's outside.
But now when you want to append knowledge, in knowledge class instance, a variable, sorry. So it's supposed to be inside the initialize method.
See must. It depends with how you. Okay, it depends. Okay. The reason why tulikuwa tuneka kwa initialize before is because we wanted the whole thing to be saved inside the nini. Okay, let's do this. What we were doing initially was this. Then shovel in self. This is what you're doing initially.
Okay.
But then it takes the whole instance of the student. Or we can switch to this if you want. Actually, this might.
Try yenye tulikuwa tumeshaanza.
Okay. Okay, so now you see the difference. We are just declaring an empty array, and then we are shoveling in the knowledge that the student gets, so yeah. So let's come and do the same. Come and do the same for staff. Let's create a class, then call it staff, then initialize. Let's just do ID and maybe name for the staff, and then let's ID equals to ID and name equals to name. Again, remember, if you're a staff member, you have knowledge pre-built. So okay, again, knowledge again. Remember, when naming your variables, you try to be as descriptive as possible, because hapa nimeandika knowledge na pia huko nimeandika knowledge. Hapa pia nimeandika knowledge, so it will be easier if I write student knowledge. Yeah, it would be easier to keep tabs if you name your ninis very well. So itakuwa staff knowledge, staff underscore knowledge. So for atakuwa staff wanakuwa na knowledge gani? Let's just guess geography, geo, math, computer, what else? English,
Fizo.
yeah. Yeah, let's do with that. So the staff akona all of this knowledge. Now if you want to know all the knowledge that the staff has, we'll do a class method and it will call this to respond. So we define a method, a class method, self dot all, self dot all, Actually, let me just ask, ni must mtu andikange hii all hapa?
That's the method, I think.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you're supposed to write stuff underscore knowledge.
yeah.
Dot.
Ngoja stuff. Oh yeah. Hapa I pass it as the method, yeah, as the class
Yeah.
method, sindio? Yeah. Okay, nice. So stuff underscore knowledge. Aya, then hapa chini we call sasa this array. Control C. Paste it here. Yeah. So for the student, okay, I think we are done with the stuff. For the student, we are learning, and then we also need to know how much the student knows here. So define student knowledge, actually self dot student underscore knowledge, then
Alafu usisahau kuweka underscore hapo at line 4.
line 4
Kuna underscore between student knowledge.
student knowledge. Yeah, see there is.
Oh, okay. I can't see.
Oh, Paula, let me zoom in again. What am I doing?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so and now I'll pass in student knowledge here. So whenever we call student knowledge, it will respond with everything that the student has in terms of knowledge. So so how will we write our, I think we just do it kwa nini, kwa terminal. Let's just do it directly kwa terminal. Okay, so let me expand this here. Okay, so for us to run this, we need to run binding.py. So I'll require pry, require pry. So we'll run binding.pry hapa chini, so we see what will happen. So binding.pry, let's run this command. So would come and do run a student file. So ruby space then student.rb student.
Iko kwa models.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's inside models. Yeah, sorry, it's inside models. You're supposed to access it through inside models. Thank you. So dot what models / again. Okay, so there's our binding.pry. So we can test a student class at this point. So we can create maybe student one equals to student dot new, then do this. The first thing they want is an ID number, so this can be an integer. We can just put like 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then a comma, the name. So let's call let's just write a string student one name. Okay, the name is boring, but it's our two. So it's created an instance of our class, our first instance. It's created an instance of our first object. Yeah. So what we want to know is if we can add knowledge to this student, because the array is empty at this point. The knowledge that the student has is empty at this point, but we want to see whether we can add knowledge to the student. So the knowledge that we want to add is obviously that the teacher has, yeah, but sasa tukiangalia the student, we don't have context to whatever the teacher has. The teacher akona hii yote, but we don't have access to this because we're in another class. So what would happen is we would create an environment where whatever the student, whatever the staff, whatever the teacher has can be shared between the two entities. So what I would do myself is I have created a new folder called concerns, and inside there's modules.rb. so inside modules I would tend to put code that is alike, or code that you want to share between different classes. Okay, just a question, don't ignore what if ukiweka id number nil itahitaji assign value? No, if at all you give it, if at all you give it where is it, if at all you give it value, it's not nil, like this. Okay, okay, for now we will not do the nil because we want to use this data. The reason why notes ilikuwa inasema you use nil is because uki export your data yako to the database, it assigns the ID, but it should also ask for an ID. So by default it will not ask if you don't put in a value ya ID, it will not have a value ya ID, so that ikienda kwa database, the database would automatically, it auto increments. So that's why normally it does nil. And another reminder, if you're declaring vitu zenye ziko set by default, preferably eka huku mwisho rather than huku mwanzo. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I know. So we want we have some data that is in staff that we want access to, that the student needs access to. So what I would do is nikuja hapa kwa modules, create a module. Inside this module you can call it anything you want, like knowledge module, ama shared module, you can call it anything. So shared module, then upper inside you can pass in whatever you want. So again, you can, if at all you want to categorize your modules, you want to be systematic, you can also create another module zenye maybe zitashare properties maybe with another module, assuming you'll have many modules. You'll have many modules. Okay, that's assuming you have a big program. You may have this module that does this, you may have another one that does something else, maybe teacher module, or that is just random explanations. And then since this is a parent module, this is a parent module, this is a child module, you can have as many children modules as you want. So you can have something like this, this module has its own data, this module has its own data. You can just call it using namespacing. So you call it through the parent to access the child. Okay, let me remove this. So inside okay, here I'll create let me just call it shared knowledge or something, shared knowledge. So inside shared knowledge, I'll come to stuff and then see what can I take huku kwa modules. Yeah, I think I can take this ikiwa peke yake. I think I can take this ikiwa peke yake. So let's control this, let's copy this, comment it out, come and paste it here. I don't know whether it's too bundled up together. So I've created a module that has this common array. So I wanted to share it between the staff and the student. So for if you want to use it, you first of all tutaitumia kwa staff. So I want to use it as an instance. How again will I use it? Like class. I think I'll use it like a class module, class method. So let me do extend, then we'll test it to see whether it works or not. So extend, what was the name? So it's shared module, then namespacing shared knowledge, shared module, then shared knowledge. Yeah, so everything that is inside this shared knowledge will now be available inside this program. We can try to see whether whatever you are doing works. So pia ndakuja hapa niandike binding.pry, so exit this. I'm running student again, so I want to run staff now. What uninitialized staff shared module, staff shared module.
Require.
Oh yeah.
Require apply.
Yeah, pole. Yeah. See that okay. Pry, and also I think I'll also require relative. Require underscore relative. So do this, and then let's pass you pass down a relative link. So from here it's just the same location, ziko the same location. So you'll do dot / then yeah, ziko in the same location. This is inside concerns, then modules. So I'd come and write concerns, then modules. Yeah, let's try that. Concerns modules. Oh, I was supposed to go back one step, not here. Go back one step.
Yeah, .mbili.
Yeah, and yeah. So sorry about that. I was searching it inside this directory, but I technically you're supposed to come out of this directory, search, see what is on the upper level, then go inside again. So that's why it's gonna let error. So now we want to test whether we can call is self staff knowledge to see whether it will respond. So first of all, I will create a staff instance. So I'd call it staff 1 equals to staff dot new. Then what does staff want? ID and name. So ID I'll just give a random number, then name is teacher staff 1, staff 1. The instance is created. So now we want to see the amount of knowledge that this staff 1 has. So actually not even staff 1. I have to call this is a class method. So if you want to call a class method, you call it from the actual class itself, not an instance. So if I were to come staff staff knowledge, staff underscore knowledge. And initialize class variable staff knowledge in staff. Okay, so it's not getting this value.
You have commented it out at the top.
I am supposed to get it from shared knowledge. Yeah, to extend. So I'm not sure whether the issue is this extend, because CJ to me before. Let's try include. If anyone has suggestions, you're welcome. Okay, there it is. So we were supposed to use it as an instance method, not as a class method. So then that works. Okay, so we can access the data that is in modules inside stuff.
It's supposed to be extend it in your class, right?
Yeah, ni class ni kutumia kama class method.
Okay, stuff. Kwani before ulikuwa mfanyaje?
Nilikuwa nimeandika extend. Extend, it will work only na the class venye iko.
Okay, so
okay, sawa. So we've seen that we can access this data from another file, so that means you can share this data across any other program that you have. So if I come back to student, and let's say I want to receive the same data and add the actual knowledge to the student. So first of all, I'd come and require relative here. So require relative, then pass in relative link. So dot again / concerns, then / again modules. So that's done. Again, if you want to access whatever's here, you have to call the actual module. So I would come and write again include it was shared knowledge, shared module, then this shared module is the parent, then shared knowledge is the child. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you check up, this is the parent module, this is the child module, so you access the child from the parent. Since I already have everything that is here, I would come and hapana, si hapa, it's the other one. Where's hapo kwa student? Yeah, sorry. So we would want to add the information that we get from the student, from the module, from the staff. We want to add that knowledge to the child, to the student. Yeah, and I think where we will do that is here. So we have a method called define learn. So that learn takes in a parameter, and after it takes in a parameter, we want to take that parameter, whatever has been passed down, and shove it inside the student's knowledge. So this is student knowledge. Oh, kwani nimejirudia? Student knowledge learn. Oh, ini ku add, ini ku call, so it's okay. Now what would we do to add the same data yenye iko huku, yenye iko hapa? What would we do to add that same data here?
David, I think you can see it's an array. You can try to enumerate through the array, and then you get one item as you save it in student knowledge array. But
Okay, so I'll create a helper method that will loop through that array and then pass down all of the data upper so that we shove it again inside this student knowledge. Is that okay?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so define method, let's call it learn helper. So we will receive, first of all we will receive the content that you want from here. So it is at staff knowledge. So let's do this. We can see whether this works first and then we know what data we're working with. So let's exit this and then run student again. So let's run student, then see if we can access this knowledge, this staff knowledge from the student module. So I will write student 1 equals to student dot new, then the student requires an ID number, so the ID number tunaweka anything, and then the name, let's just call it student 1, and enter. So the instance is created. Let's see whether we can access that data. So I'd come and write student 1 dot learn helper underscore helper. Okay, we are still getting the same data. So now what we would want to do is loop through all of this and then shovel it back inside the student knowledge, because right now the knowledge we are accessing is from the staff, is from this stuff. So we want to get that data upper inside the student knowledge. So now what do we do? So now we know the data that we're working with, so we can do if you want to look through the data, you can do dot each then do something. Or wait, is even looping through this data even necessary? I don't think it's necessary.
But I think it's necessary because it's in an array. How you have to get the specific elements.
Okay, so we do dot each, then do this, do the pipes 1 2, then we see, let me just call it no. So for each no, we do, actually this will bring back everything kando, not just this. So if we exit this, okay, student 1, oh I forgot we were writing this afresh. Copy, Shift V. Yeah, so it's created. Let's run again. Learn helper. Yeah. Okay, apana. It's still returning the same thing.
Supposed to return not in an array.
Yeah. If we do map, it will still do the same. It will still return, I think it will still return the whole array. Student helper, yeah, you see it's still returning an array. I think we can just leave this one out, and then we tell the student to learn new things. So whatever he learns, it add kwa student knowledge. We input the values manually. we input the subjects manually using this parameter.
I got a suggestion.
Yeah, Sama.
Instead of doing that,
Mm.
what if inside the map method or each method that you had previously, you call the learn method, and then you pass that no that you're iterating with.
Ngoja, pardon. I call what where?
In the learn helper method.
Yeah.
So inside the map,
Yep.
call after the pipes, call the learn method self.learn.
Upper.
Yeah.
So I write dot self.
Okay. Futa hiyo no. So self.learn.
Self dot learn.
Then you pass in the no that you're iterating with.
Hapana.
So,
Hii
no,
itakuwa
you
hivi.
pass it in terms of brackets.
Hivi.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah.
Self dot learn. No. Okay, this might actually make sense. Okay, yeah, this might actually make sense. But then, okay, so let's try it out.
Okay.
You're done with your statement?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what it has to offer. So let me create the student one, then do learn. Okay, so what has it done? Okay, may replicate to the number of times the map.
Able use each.
Create the instance. So for each okay, for each, okay, you know, the thing is it might have looped. Yeah, loop may loop, but it's returning the same value, so we wouldn't know exactly how.
Try to access.
Find student knowledge if it has added that to student knowledge.
To the
It has
student.
added the items to the student knowledge array.
So
Checking the.
So let me do. I'll do this.
Don't exit.
Yeah. So I'll do
Just-
student.
yeah.
Student one.
Dot learn.
If we do dot learn again, we need to pass in a string. So let's add bio.
Well, can I ask you something? I think we should fetch now the student knowledge class variable, since the learn was meant to add the values.
Oh yeah.
So we fetch the class variable student knowledge using the self.student knowledge.
Oh yes, true.
Hebu ngoja. Pardon.
Yani hapo pali huko sahi kwa terminal.
Yeah.
Fute yote, then we are supposed now to find out if the items that we have added from staff knowledge kama zimeingizwa into the student knowledge through the learn method. So we check student knowledge.
Yeah, like Evo.
Student. Yeah.
Okay, it's there.
Yeah.
But what? Thank you for that. But what if we use this independently? Will it work? If we use this independently, would it work?
I believe, but it would force us to add one.
See, we can add something manually.
Yeah,
let's try. Let's
try.
Then see if it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let's just see. So student one dot, actually it's learn, then pass in a string funga, then let's do bio. Yeah, it's added to the student. no. Hapa chini. It's added to that array ya knowledge. Okay, yeah, is there anything else someone would want us to test out?
Yes.
Sama?
What if the student knowledge is an instance? It's not a class variable. Can it work?
Okay, let's see.
It's inside the initialize. Just asking.
Ngoja. E. You're saying if it was inside here, inside initialize.
Yeah.
The reason why we were putting it in initialize initially, whenever we create an instance, you see, for example, we used to do author and magazine, but what we would do is we create an empty array huku juu, and then hapa ndani we come and write student knowledge, then shovel in itself. So what this would do is populate this array with the instances of this class. So every instance that will be initialized, it a shovel inside this array and then populate huku juu. So our use case is different. So we want to assume when a student comes in has zero knowledge, but it's not practical. Let's say to ameadmitiwa and instantly he has knowledge. He has to learn to get knowledge. So the difference is where to make a E. If it's something that you need upfront, yeah, well and good. If it's something that you need to work on elsewhere and then return it, then you'll be the judge of the data that you want. Sijui kama hata nimekutanganya ama I've been relevant.
Because you see, like for example when you umefanya student.learn bio and then you have to put everything. Don't you feel like our self method iko hapo chini ama? Will go down?
Hapa. Yada tu kuitest. Sorry, nilitoa nikifikiria this is what you're asking.
Yeah, don't you feel like that method is redundant?
Yourself?
Yeah, yourself, you're equal 24, line 24. Because you see, hata ukifanya, when you umefanya student.learn, and then you added bio. So
I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because this is adding. This is just showing. That's okay. I will not be able to use this if I'm not adding anything. If I am to come and write just student learn nitoe E, if I'm not passing anything new, it will bring an error. So this only works if you're adding knowledge, if you're getting something new. But this one asks whether returns whether you're passing something, whether you're not passing anything, whether you're not learning anything, whether you have not even learned anything, but with a letter to that array. But for this, it forces you to pass in something that you have learned. Okay, Franklin.
David, hapo kuna place tunaweza tumia kama tunataka kureturn array ya knowledge yenye ni tuseme tu any, you pick through any. Tuzatumia hiyo .sample method wapi?
I think hapa. Because this contains a complete array of everything we have. Let's just try it, then we see. So .sample, then let's exit this, and let's run it again, student, and then we run student knowledge. Okay, let nil student.
I guess
Mi nilikuwa naona ni kama hapa kwa
Pardon?
sawa
You're
Mwiti.
creating plans.
I am Tumago.
Before we run the student knowledge class method, I think we should populate that class variable by
Yeah,
first learning learn helper.
yeah, pole. I'm so used to kwa tumetoka kufanya nini, so what I don't even remember. So student knowledge. Why is it returning a sample of? Is this a sample really? So student knowledge. Am I the one who is seeing things wrongly? Am I sick exit? Did I exit?
Can remove it
Access.
then.
I think you're supposed to access it. The student knowledge.
See, whenever I call this,
Hebu
it's
toa line 13.
13.
Ni line
Oh,
13 ndo
oh
inafanya.
yeah. We put this here and Control L to remove. Yeah, thank you for that. Let's student, then call the sample. It's still bringing nil. Student knowledge.
Wow.
Let's try another thing. Let's try tally tuone kama
Ama tutumie hapo kwa enumerate. Sawa sawa.
no, just trying to see whether it's getting the values or so let's exit, let's run it again, then create the student instance, then knowledge. So is it though really getting the value?
I guess learn helper method should also be run first.
Okay, whenever we hata tukiandika hapa command, it means everything imerun because you know hata binding dot prior iko chini, so that means it fires after everything imerun inside this file. So staff knowledge, student knowledge, shovel no, and student knowledge again, tally. Okay, this is weird. Exit, then run it again, and then this. So it's not getting the ninis anymore, the values anymore. Why is that?
Jevons anasema uangalie kwa initialize.
Okay, so kwa initialize pole, hata siko nimerun.
Ilikuwa hiyo line 13 na tumetoa.
Autosave ina work.
Yeah. Mine is auto. It works. So start.
Hebu run hiyo learn helper tena tuone. Student dot hiyo learn underscore.
Learn. Pole nimeandika. Yes, it's supposed to be like that. Student 1. Nimeandika H instead of L. So we still have the context. And learn, we add a new thing. It's adding. And now let's try again the self, the all, the dot all. Okay, this is weird. Ama lazima we start. Okay, maybe we have to force this to run.
David,
Yep.
I think when we run this student
na
class,
force stop process yake.
We plan for time.
sorry, but I was saying
Uh,
when we run the student class,
uh,
the methods therein, sometimes it's only the initialize that runs automatically. So
okay.
that's why I think that's why we had to learn helper for us to get student knowledge array.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Aya, sawa Lina.
Can you try to code here hapa kwa hii pricession? Utry kutumia hiyo sample.
Kutumia sample. Oh, hapa so
Hapo ndani.
we do this dot sample.
Eh,
Yeah. So it brings back
Right.
what you expected.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the difference hapa haikuwa imepopulate your data, so we had to run it from top going down. But okay, thank you Mwiti. Okay, does anyone else have any suggestion, anything you want to try out?
Lakini mbona imekataa kuwork kwa code?
Yeah, that I am not sure, because okay, normally the compiler runs from top to bottom, so it will come and execute this imalize, comes and execute this imalize, so that means it will come and read these modules, modules, then imalize ikuje ianze student, ikuje tena because it already read modules, it already has this data, so it knows what it will do, then evo going down. I am Tuma, go.
I am trying to understand what Lina is asking. Is she asking that the moment you put sample student knowledge dot sample inside that class method, and we queried on the terminal, it give us a blank array? Is that
Yes.
yeah? So I think the issue, if the problem was we were not running the learn helper method before
Okay.
accessing that. I think you can try it right now. You can include the sample in the class method.
Actually, I think we are doing something wrong, because if you look at learn helper, it does the work for us, but you're not calling upper kwa learn. You're not calling it upper kwa learn.
So meaning that tukitumia learn helper ita work. Ita call learn method.
We can use this learn helper inside this learn method, then it will definitely run. So you can use this learn to add something new if you want, but then it should I am Mutuma.
Really?
Maybe we try adding the sample to inside the student knowledge class method. Dot sample next to the class variable.
Ngoja wapi next to the
Am I getting ahead of the
sema sija kusikia ni
hapo chini?
hapa?
Yeah, dot sample.
I'll exit this session.
Yes.
I run it again. Tuanzie wapi? Tuanzie juu ama chini?
Let's just initialize the student instance.
So where do we start? Tuanze na hii method
Next,
ama hii method?
Learn helper method.
Okay. Learn helper. Then learn. Then twende to direct to student knowledge.
Yeah, we can go direct to student knowledge class method.
Yeah, it works.
Yep, that still works.
Kwani initially tulikuwa tumeweka wapi?
Initially, we had done this, but we removed it because we thought, okay, it was returning an empty array initially.
Also, you have to go from helper, alafu ndo access
Yeah.
student knowledge.
Yeah. Franklin?
KD Adam sijui kaa kinaweza fanya, na tukipatia hapa kwa learn helper tuipatie name kama variable, tuite hapo kistaff tu, alafu iko kiname tukicall hapo hivyo after end na dot sample method.
Okay, now instead of doing this, okay, let me comment this out.
Hapa
Okay.
kwa before
Line?
sasa, hapa before uanze na hii class hapo line 16 tukianza uipatie name kama
Variable.
yoyote,
Nitoe no?
variable name yoyote.
Hapo
Hapana,
ni
line 16 yenye unaanza. Lina get
hapa. I remove this.
like unasema like everything ikuwe ndani ya variable, like create a variable hapo just before line 16 ikianza, before your at.
I add a variable name. Okay, so like let me just call it anything like so what do we call it?
KNW.
KNW it is. And then
Frank.
alafu hapo hey, days work ni ujinga tu, alafu hapo after end ufanye hiyo KNW dot sample, sijui kama inaweza work.
KNW
Haiwezi work.
I think it will.
Toa sample ya knowledge.
Sample ya knowledge, can you line
Hapo 25 ama bado itabaki?
Ina shida, we are not running this, we are running this, we are running helper.
Sawa.
So we'll get the what helper is returning. So let's initialize the student and then run student helper. Yeah, pay me return.
Oh, wazi. Kwa niko na akili kidogo.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
C.each inafaa iturudishie element C array, si ndio?
Let's okay, dot each does not destructure it, does not remove it from the from the what's it called, from the structure array. So yeah, it doesn't remove it from the array. Maybe we do print.
Yeah, it would do print, we see what it.
And helper. Okay, it's still returning. Okay, it may return, but this is a weird format. What is this?
I think ni because ya hiyo method yenye tumeicall hapo learn, automatically ita run hiyo, alafu after that ndio sasa itakuja iprint na ita print array bado.
Okay.
But iko sawa.
Okay, yeah. Ama what we do, so no, then we just print out no itself. I think that would also work. Not even, we even map it. Hapana, we try that na ikufanya. Yeah, we try that na ikufanya. Okay, hapana, right now I'm using OBS. Nili figure out this morning. Nasikia vibaya sana. Yeah, because the other one is stressful. After every 30 minutes you have to stop, it stops, then you have to start it again. So I did that like 8 times. So for the OBS, it's recording continuously. It's still recording. Hapa chini imeandika it's 1 hour, just on top of 1 hour. So anybody else with a suggestion?
Alafu tunaweza fanya super.
Yeah, we can do super. See, we can come
We
and
just-
call. What do you want us to do super on?
No, me, I just want a recap for that.
Okay, so I think we would do but super I think acts when there's a direct parent-child relationship. When there's a direct
So create two
Sasa
files
kama
really, alafu tufanye haraka.
Ebu kidogo, let's just do this. See, because okay, we're just trying. See, it has a parent and child relationship. Let's just try it tuone kama ita respond ama itakata. So shared knowledge
dot super class.
Yep, imesema hai. Okay, so
David,
yep,
niko na idea instead ya kushinda ukicreate files zingine hapo tu hivyo kurename huyo student akwe kama principal, alafu huyo akwe teacher, alafu sasa si kuna staff wana share hivyo, alafu itakuwa rahisi.
ngoja ni create another ni create sasa student, ni kama ni create principal hapa juu, class principal.
Sio hivyo uite kama class principal hivyo, kuliko uende utengeneze files zingine.
Class principal Mutuma mwiti.
Ilikuwa tu along the same suggestion tu.
Okay.
Maybe you inherit from staff something. But ni sawa.
Ama student, the idea iko poa. We inherit to staff kutoka kwa staff.
But you know, that's hata ukifanya hivyo, that's different, because if you want it to return a direct superclass, you would have to do this. Then what is the parent sasa? Let's say the parent itakuwa staff sasa.
Itakuwa staff.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Let's try it. Exit, run it. Now we want okay, so student
Now uja require staff.
okay, yeah, true. They are in the same folder, yeah, so / then what staff, yeah, so yeah, so exit and initialize concern staff. Is there something I'm doing wrong? And initialize concern staff name error.
You staff ni small letter ama
Na all class names begin with a capital.
oh yeah.
So it's a capital. Oh, in file name, file name .rb. So
Okay.
yeah, and this location means that they're in the same directory. So student and staff are in the same environment. So this directory should be okay. So what are we doing wrong?
Are you supposed to use require relative ama require?
Require is mostly for like dependencies. So if you say require, it will be throughout your program. If you say require relative, you are specifying what you want to require. So in this case, you have to pass down a relative link to whatever you want to require.
Okay. Na mbona inasema haijui staff?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering pia. Let me comment this out. Jota wanasema ni line Ruby line 7 na the one that brings the error is staff. So I'm even wondering. Let's try running it again. Oh, okay. And run this. Constant student from top required.
Let's guess, weka iko extend.
For this
Inaweza
one,
work.
okay, sawa. Extend, though I don't think this is the problem. Exit. Let's run the student again. The same case.
Ama we are not supposed to write the path.
Okay, sawa. You can comment that
Ebu
out.
comment tuone.
Exit. Then run the student. Okay. Now
Kuna error.
sahi hakuna error. Let's do so we want to see the superclass. So ni student superclass. Which is tough, yeah. Lina, you've seen your test?
Yeah.
Okay. This other method would not return, venye si tunafanya, it wouldn't return a superclass.
Ni hivyo Lina.
Mimi we achana mimi.
Okay.
Kuja kusoma.
Okay. Anything else?
Kwani mlitumia super?
See, we've done this. This is a parent, this is a child.
Kuya kuinherit tu.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nashangaa super iliyeko wapi.
Tumefabricate tu moja haraka.
Lakini swali yangu ilikuwa super.
Yeah, si ndio sasa nimesikia David akisema.
Swali yangu ilikuwa super, like.
Is there a command? Okay, I don't know whether there's a command.
No, okay.
I don't think there's a command super.
But we learned in Canvas.
Yeah,
about
I think
super something.
Super. Okay, I think super just refers to.
Pardon, Lina.
Sama. Lina, you're saying something?
No, si mimi.
Mtu mamuti?
I think what Lina is trying to ask, how to use normally that keyword code at super, right? Ama, Lina? Are you asking how to apply the at super?
Yeah.
So I guess for us to apply that, we must have methods with the same name in both the child and parent class and the super class, that is, so that we borrow part of what is in the parent in the child class method. Then we add an additional stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, additional thing.
So yeah, so I understand what you're asking now. So for example, kuna imeandikwa something hapa, maybe super. Something with the sort.
Okay. For us maybe to understand super, we should define a method with the same name in both staff and students, first of all.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, we define greeting, a method called greeting.
Greeting. And then?
Yes. Then we say in a return string, hello. Hello, just hello.
Hello, then the
hello.
name. You can also put the name. You can also put it because you want to compare. You want to compare the difference ya hello, ya staff, na hello, ya student.
Actually, the way I wanted to approach it, anyway, you can just say exactly.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, the reason why I'm saying this is because you would need to compare because
Yeah.
hapo utapata hello na pia the other side utapata hello. You want to know what is from where.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, control C, and then so hapa we create another method, define, then method pia tuite greeting. What am I writing? Singe copy paste to control V, and then hapa chini we call super hivyo.
I guess the purpose of at super should be the purpose is we shouldn't have to, let's say, repeat this string hello as self name. We just insert what I wanted to do initially. We just place hello huko kwa staff, just hello, the string just hello.
Okay,
Usifute,
so niache
yeah,
ikiwa hivyo.
unaweza rudisha hiyo, yani hapa kwa staff futa hii self.name.
Okay,
Hiyo interpolation kwanza.
okay,
Alafu then urudi kwa student,
yeah,
and so paste the same method hapo, your greeting
so
method.
define greeting.
Yeah. So weke at super. I think super kuita lazima kuwe na at before super.
Hapana, haikuangi nayo.
Yeah,
ama inakuanga hivyo. Okay,
I think I would.
Inakuanga tu.
Haikuangi nayo. So the thing was, si tulikuwa najaribu ku demonstrate how to use super.
Yeah.
So tuseme super plus to add strings mbili, hello plus a certain name, tuweke tu jina yote ku demonstrate that we have inherited the hello string from the staff. We didn't have to rewrite it here.
So we just write another string hapa ndio show the difference ya super na hii.
Yeah, tunazi add super plus
tuzi add. Okay. Sawa.
plus this QRT. Yeah, kuzi add, yeah. That, to demonstrate that we didn't have to repeat writing a hello huku kwa student, kwa child class.
Okay, sawa.
So that we call the greeting from a student. Yeah.
Okay. So we run it.
Yes.
Yeah, student. I think, yeah, we run a student instance, then we call it the greeting from the student.
Student, then okay, we're calling student1 dot greeting. Male class.
Wait, we are at what nini? At what students?
Yeah, we're students.
So I don't know if I forgot what undefined method greeting for nil class.
Na huko juu, hebu panda juu kwa students tuone what. Did you nini? Yeah, you did. I don't know.
I could initialize that an initialize constant student name error.
Initial constant student. By that do they mean the instance or the class?
Instance.
But see this is it. See this is how it's
written. Ile problem ya kwanza ya yenye tuliondoa like the path. See, it's that problem, an initialized constant student is the class. Sasa hiyo error imekuja tena.
Na kwa staff, hebu tuone faili ya staff.
Oh, by the way, might be the SPR. By the way, because it's already sharing as a parent and child, there's no need for this anymore.
Yeah. That one was for testing purposes. When you ulikuwa unaanza, si ndio?
Yeah.
Hebu run it again tuone.
Okay. And initialize constant stuff. Should we return this again? Mimi nataka nini?
Hauja run bado.
Same thing bado. And initialize.
Actually hata ikubali ku create instance.
Yeah. I create an initialize constant student from Pry.
Okay.
So it's not in a reject. In a reject the class, the whole class. In a reject the whole class. Well, okay.
Push to code GitHub alafu tutaangalia.
Okay. So yeah, let me
But
do. Pardon?
Kenye mtuma mweti amesema,
Yeah.
I think ina make a lot of sense. But sasa sijui mbona code hairun.
Yeah, it does. This is solid.
Maybe ni hizo code zingine zinaiconfuse.
Okay, let me push it to.
Kwanza si ungetoa hiyo greetings, inaweza confuse mtu.
Okay.
Nina kuja nikufunze
Comment.
inbox.
Si delete, comment.
Sawa.
Nice.
Yes, since we no longer need this, I'll just leave this peer commented, but we no longer need it. We are now using staff as the parent, so it's still okay. So that's okay.
I feel like it's okay.
Okay, so let me create a repo, call it OOP demo.
kimbari.
Oh, yeah.
Jiona kaanga chini sana.
Ati?
Sema jiona kaanga chini sana.
Eh.
Da bucket ni gani?
Najaribu kusimama.
Maji.
Mama utembee ukunywe maji.
Kwani itafika kwa mgongo ama?
Hebu Frank akwambia yeye anatembeanga akichoka.
Ai.
Lina, tunasema ati unakaga chini sana.
Hata sijui, nasikia na timu akiniambia.
Usichunge asikue neiba.
Wow.
Where is the chat? Chat. The link iko kwa chat. There you go.
Ante.
Thanks.
Okay, no worries. So I suppose we are done for today. Yeah, looking forward to more sessions. Mutuma, go.
Just have a suggestion.
Yeah.
We need to create followers on GitHub. So perhaps we can create a spreadsheet, then we share our GitHub whatever.
Oh, link. Usernames.
Yeah, to create GitHub followers to follow each other. Yani.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Can arrange that through maybe plus rep.
Sawa.
Maybe.
Yeah. You guys mko kwa the WhatsApp group?
Watu watumie nini zao hapo.
Yeah. Acha ndaambia nani Simeon.
Amesema spreadsheet.
Utajaza spreadsheet?
Wapi?
Sendo nakwambia.
Achana na wewe na kusumbua.
Okay, sawa. Okay, we'll do both to maximize on efforts. So yeah, we can do both. But yeah, I'll tell Simeon to send it. But sawa. Thank you guys.
Thank you
Hey,
too.
David.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Kama kawaida.
Okay.
Kama kawaida.
No worries. Sawa. I'm not starting. I am in the middle of yesterday's content. Nataka nimalize nione kanda za leo. So yeah.
Lina mute.
Okay, no worries. So everyone is at will to leave at their own accord. Yeah. Simeon. Oh shit! I was supposed to hand it back to Simeon. Damn.
No, actually, it's fine. You have all the powers to end it. I wanted to like wakati mnatoka David Mutuma Mwiti, please baki tu kidogo tuongee.
Okay. Sawa. Logging off. Bye bye.